Welcome to the Intuitive Hour with psychic medium, author, and intuitive life coach, Michelle Beltran. The Intuitive Hour will empower you to learn how to magnify your intuitive voice. Listen in and expand your understanding of what it means to be psychic and how to awaken, amplify, and trust your inner voice.
A Beginner's Guide to Psychic Development. Welcome, everyone, to the Intuitive Hour. That's the topic on tap today, and let's just dive right in. Everyone has a unique skill set. No exceptions. It's just a matter of finding it, staying consistent, intending it. Further, you deserve to invest in those skills and psychic abilities and take advantage of the value they provide to your life and the lives of others. This industry, this psychic industry is growing, and people need support. They need your support, spiritual support. Still, though, you may not be sure where to start. That's all right. We'll get into that today. There's lots for you to learn about your psychic development journey and how to get going. The good news is that you've come to the right place. Understanding psychic abilities. Let's start with that. When people talk about being psychic, they're usually referring to the ability to sense things that are beyond what our five senses can detect. These abilities are often referred to as extrasensory perception, or ESP for short. Throughout history, there have been many cultures that have believed in and practiced various forms of psychic abilities. Some people believe that these abilities are a gift that only a select few possess. Others believe that anyone can develop their psychic abilities with practice and dedication. There are many different types of psychic abilities that one might have. One of the most well-known would be clairvoyance, the ability to see things beyond the physical realm. There's also clairaudience, the ability to hear things that are beyond what our physical ears can detect. And telekinesis, the ability to move objects with the power of the mind. Be sure to revisit the clairaudience episode here at the Intuitive Hour to learn more about that, as well a specific episode on clairvoyance. So other very common psychic abilities include precognition, the ability to see the future, or psychometry, the ability to sense information about people or objects through touch. One of the most well-known psychometrists is Noreen Rainier. She was the only psychic to work for the FBI to support them in solving crimes through the use of psychometry. Lastly, consider mediumship. We've talked about that here as well on the Intuitive Hour. This is the ability, of course, to communicate with spirits. Not everyone may possess all of these abilities. Still, many people may find that they have some that come naturally to them. All right, developing your intuition. Intuition is often described as a gut feeling or a hunch that we can't explain logically. Developing your intuition is an important aspect of psychic development. By paying attention to it, we can begin to tap into those psychic abilities. It's the first layer of your growth, so to speak. Through this, we can better understand the world around us. One way to develop your intuition, if you're just getting started, is through meditation. Taking a few minutes each day to quiet your mind and focus on your breath can help you become more attuned to your inner voice. This can help you stay in tune with the flow of the universe and also boost your self-esteem. Meditation helps you stay centered and focused. When you're trying to access your psychic abilities, this is essential. Another way to develop your intuition is by paying attention to that gut feeling. Our bodies often send us signals that can help us make decisions, even if we can't explain why. By learning to trust our instincts and paying attention to the physical sensations we experience, we can begin to develop a stronger sense of intuition. Let's talk a little bit about dreams and staying in touch with them. Exploring our dreams is a useful tool for developing your intuition and psychic abilities. Your dreams provide insight into the subconscious and help you access information that you may not be able to access during waking life. I call this dream life. It is an important aspect of who you are, so tune into it. Start by keeping a dream journal. You can use this for reflecting on the symbols and messages that appear in your dreams. Then you can begin to better understand your intuition and psychic abilities. It's worthwhile to include your support system in your dream life and psychic training. This can help you stay accountable for your habits and development. In particular, make sure you're reaching out to other psychic experts, spiritual experts, coaches you respect, who have plenty of experience to guide you. All right, so building on your psychic toolkit. Many people with psychic abilities rely on physical tools to guide them. This might include tarot cards, crystals, or even herbs and spices that can trigger psychic abilities and support them. Take some time to consider what, if any, tools would be useful for your practice. It's important to surround yourself with supportive influences, everyone. In particular, follow and connect with experienced psychics, students in training, similar to you, who are willing to help you learn about your skills. For instance, you're listening to this podcast. Wonderful. It's an exceptional resource. Listen to others as well. Connect with a group of like-minded others who are also learning. You might also benefit from reading various books, immersing yourself in all things metaphysical, even following blogs that interest you. All right, developing psychic communication. Just like with every skill, psychic communication is going to take some practice. Have you researched all the ways to make a connection with your psychic self? If not, you might need to do a little more reading and learning. This is important. Once you're ready to make that connection, though, do be patient. Mastering this ability can take weeks, sometimes months, before you feel confident enough to consider yourself a full-blown psychic. It's surely a process and a journey, but with your intention and commitment and practice, your gifts will flourish, no exception. Again, working with a guiding influence in your life can be of great value. Take some time to communicate your fears and excitement fully with those that are with you and around you or guiding you. They'll be able to give you even more tips to support you in developing your abilities. Practicing and integrating your psychic abilities. Yes, you practice, but then you've got to use them and put them to work. After many weeks of practice, you might be feeling much more in tune with your psychic self. Great. That is what we want. So, the next question you might be asking yourself is, what can I actually do with these abilities? There are many paths you can take at this point. You might want to keep this journey to yourself and see how it can benefit your own life. Or you might be excited to be able to help others interested in this newly developed skill, where it becomes a business you've started after enough training, or anything in between those two. Be sure to ask yourself what you're hoping to get out of your psychic training. Set some time aside to really discern what your goals are and how you will use this. There you have it. A beginner's guide to psychic development to get you kick-started. It's time for you to invest even more in your psychic development journey. That's where I'm here and would like to help you. Be sure to check out various episodes here at the Intuitive Hour. There are a number of resources and tools that you can use as a budding psychic to get started. All of this was created with an intention to help you become the most skilled version of yourself to support your psychic development journey. Have a wonderful rest of your week, everyone, and as always, for any questions or comments, please do reach out at mbeltran@michellebeltran.com.
If you enjoyed this episode of The Intuitive Hour, please consider following, rating, and reviewing the podcast at Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. You're welcome to access Michelle's free controlled remote viewing exercise that will empower you to uncover answers to your burning questions about lost objects, events, or people in the past, present, or future. Visit michellebeltran.com to access this free offering and rediscover what was once lost.